Hi, I'm Kelly Matthews, fourth grade teacher at Steele Elementary in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I'm so excited to talk to you about Goldie, the first book in the Puppy Place series. In this book, Charles and Lizzie desperately want a dog. When their father unexpectedly brings home a dog, they beg their mom to keep her. Mom is worried it's going to be too much work, but Charles and Lizzie are determined to prove that they're up to the challenge. My students loved the puppy place, especially Goldie. They love knowing that their books are going to have a happy ending. And they know with this series that there's always a wonderful ending to every story. So if you're using this as a read aloud, one option is to read it out loud to your students and then have them write persuasive letters to the school of why we should have a school pet. I think that persuasive aspect is great for students to practice, and having this book as a mentor text would be really helpful for them. One fun thing that we do at our school every week is reading buddies. And we have reading buddies with our second graders, and the fourth grade and second grade get together and they read books together and they do activities and talk about the books that they read. So this is a really great opportunity for our fourth graders to mentor the second graders and to teach them a little bit about reading fluently, while the second graders get to listen to their buddies and they also get to enjoy knowing that their buddies are big readers. They can also become big readers. So one other item you could do is you could compare each of the characters that are in the story. I think all of those characters are different and similar in a lot of ways, so that they would make a great Venn diagram, a triple Venn diagram that you can use to talk about the differences and the similarities between the three characters. There are so many ways to teach about social emotional learning with this book. One way is to talk about perspective and the perspective of the different characters in the story. Students can really learn to understand how other people feel and the difficulties other people go through. You know, sometimes we can't see that when we're in the moment, but writing from a different perspective would give them a chance to expand on what they read in the book and to really give them the creativity to do something about that. And creating a comic strip using the dogs would be a really fun way to bring in an art component to your writing. When they're drawing, it helps those kids that really need to draw to understand what they want to talk about in the story. And there's not as much writing that goes on because they're just writing in those word bubbles or the thought bubbles or the speech bubbles. And so I think the kids really enjoy making comic strips. I love to share book series like The Puppy Place with my students because they really become invested in the characters and what is going on in the stories, and they devour the books one after another. Goldie is a great book for teaching a number of different strategies. I hope you enjoy sharing this book with your students.